Hello, everybody. Before it happens, let me just warn you, it's going to be a nightmare of an audio scenario because it's firecracker season in New York. And I keep getting startled by some, there's no other word for it, explosions that have been pop cracking, sizzling, snap jumping, all the breakfast noises outside my window. So that is almost certainly going to leak over into the stream. That's just going to be a fun present for all of you. Really exciting, a fun layer of energy to this stream. Will not at all be terrifying. So what's up, gamers? Here's the other thing is I just got home. I was at a bar enjoying a beautiful, lovely drink on this beautiful, lovely day. And I looked at my clock and I said, 7:30, plenty of time. Gonna catch a bus. I'm not even worried. I ain't even worried. Not even concerned. And then I looked at the bus schedule and it was like, the next one doesn't come for an hour. And I was like, well, finkledink. So I hopped on a bike and pedaled. I got here just in time and I set up all my stuff and it was perfect and beautiful. And then I plugged in my microphone and OBS said, no, I don't see anything there. So I unplugged it and replugged it in. And then I opened my camera and it was like, nah, there's nothing there. Sweetie, there's nothing there. So I unplugged and replugged in my camera. And then I was like, all right, we're ready to go live perfectly at 8 o'clock as always. Boom. And OBS just dissolved. The corner of my screen, my monitor where I have OBS, it just melted and there's just a gaping hole there. But hey, listen, I guess I'm here now. That's the really important thing. Hello. I did it. We got here. We made it. I don't know what we're blending today. I don't know what we're making at all. Because the other thing is I was like, people probably posted really good suggestions on Twitter about what things I can blend. And I looked over them and there were so many and they were all so good. But I didn't pick any of them, which is the thing. Here's the thing is you just have to pick one and go with it. The good news is I got good. I've got that kind of like post-bike ride, post-exercise energy where I'm like, yeah, I can do anything. I can do anything. Yeah, I'm going to punch a hole through my monitor. Oh no, it already has a mole. It already has a hole from when OBS crashed and dissolved it into sand. And now there's sand on my desktop. Dread Robot, thank you for all the gift subs. That's delightful. Thank you so much. I love when people gift sub. Also, thank you to Nice Nail for re-upping your subscription. I haven't stopped talking for even a single second this entire stream so far. So I'm going to bring my energy down, bring it into a more reasonable area. Thank you, Dread Robot, for all the gift subs. Shout out for Dread Robot in the chat. Shout out DR. What's up? Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm here today to blend something. It's going to be a shape. It's going to be a friend. Here's the thing. No matter what it is, it'll be a friend. And that's, I think, the important part. Dread Robot, you are sweet. What? You're sweet for gifting subs. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna real quick open up that Twitter thread to see what people have recommended. Haunted Game Boy camera, great suggestion, love that. A monster. The next Kezu. That's an interesting prompt. Slime friend, some fruit. I always love making fruit. Kaboom. My ideal horror game monster. That's a good one. A feelings box. What would a feelings box be? Bread? Fantasy ingredients for fantasy stew. I kind of like that. A poisoned donut. God, there's some really good suggestions. Okay. Sword and shield by like themed in a way. Interesting. Octopus. Bubble tea friend. I like bubble tea friend. Okay, wait. Let's think about bubble tea friend. I'm picturing like a bubble tea container, like what you get at bubble tea shop. that has like the plastic film set on top. And then inside it, there's like a little goober. Like there's a lot of boba and also some sort of little goober. I'm kind of imagining like, God, what is that? There's some sort of fish or maybe octopus that when it lays all of its eggs will like hang out by the eggs and just like blow fresh oxygenated water over the eggs to keep them healthy. What if it was like that? It was like that, but it was blowing air over the boba to keep the boba fresh in your boba cup. Maybe? Well, I don't know what that would look like. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, that would be beneficial. You are also making me crave boba. I already went to a bar and had a beautiful beer. So I probably shouldn't also get boba today. A lot of fish do that? Okay, that makes me... They use their fins to fan it. That's delightful. I like that very much. I'm gonna mock up the Boba Cup first. I'm thankful. Boba tea is one of those things where it's like if I move to a new neighborhood, it's on my list of things. Like you gotta find the nearest laundromat, nearest hardware store, and then nearest boba. Those are like my three things. I just gotta make sure that are there. I do wish I had a Boba Cup with me so I could compare what it looks like. Frog spawn is the forbidden boba. Forbidden for whom? Is what I would ask. We'll just mock up. The Boba Cup is gonna be a rough shape. Dry robot, that sucks. That's the one thing I fear if I leave New York, is that I've gotten too accustomed to the ease with which I can just have boba. They forgot to add the sweet. That's a shame. I always get my boba the least amount of sugar that they will let me, because I don't like sugary stuff too much. You had to eat the pearls with your bare hands? Just like you peeled it and then you were just like you just like a mitt full of boba? Boba Paws? Old Dr. Mr. Mouse Boba Paws. Okay. I like the idea of Boba Friend. I was so excited by the idea of Boba Friend. I missed who Mechtel, Bubble Tea Friend. I wanted to catch whose suggestion it was. I think this is what we're making. Yes. Hello, Mint Palmer. Old Madame Boba Paws. Yeah, that might be the name of whatever thing we're making is. We can start making on this. My guess is that unless I get like real into making like a weird photorealistic cup for this, I don't know if this is gonna take 2 hours. Well, we'll just have to see and figure it out. Boba Yaga. Y'all see that very good art of roller skating Baba Yaga, and she had a boba. I think she had a cup of boba with her. It was very good. Yeah, maybe I should let me update the stream to reflect the thing that we are making. Old Madame Boba Paws. Boba Yaga is very good. Ooh, Kitty Ghost. The texture of boba is squish. It's real chewy. Yeah, it's squish is what it is. Squish, it chew. You kind of just like roll it around in your teeth. Kind of like tiny eyeballs, but like in a nice way. It is, here's the thing. Describing boba feels like it does boba a disservice, because texturally it can be a lot. It's very chewsome. I mean, the drink is like tea or whatever variant you would prefer. It's just the little bits at the end. Sometimes you get surprised by boba. Did you guys see I think it was a TikTok of the dude who was like, uh, clearly had never had boba tea before, but like he went and the lady at the counter was like, "Oh yeah, you should try this." And he's like, "I had this babo," and he takes a sip and has clearly just like panics because he almost chokes on the boba. It's really good. It's a very good internet thing. He just I can't describe to you his, because he's talking it up because he's like, "Oh my god, I've just discovered this new thing," which is its own issue. But like he just like he takes a big old gulp and then just spits the tea everywhere in his car. And he's like, "Oh my god, what did I just swallow?" And here's the thing: is if you don't know boba's in your tea, that has to be like the most startling, terrifying experience, right? It's gotta be like if you don't know what boba is, whoo. It is visible. I think he thought it was dissolving or it was supposed to dissolve. You can pick the pearls. You don't have to. You can just have the tea without boba. And there are different kinds of, they're not all called boba. There are different kinds of like jellies and stuff that you can get. Boba's a delight. If you've never had it before, I do recommend it. It might not be for you, but I feel like it's worth trying. I just sort of want to, I'm thinking about what kind of a creature would tend to boba. And in my mind, it is just octopus of some kind. This is going to end up being a little ghost octopus, which would actually be really good and adorable. Ha! Cinnamon shakes, that's also fair. You got to know your own limits in life. Night coffee, I like the phrase professional coffee jelly. That evokes something in my mind. I'm not certain what, but I like it. Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, boba and octopus, they both squish. They both squish. Squish. That's the sound that an octopus makes. You can't tell because it's underwater, but that's what it do. See, this is going to be such a short, episode because I'm going to make a perfect little cute little cutie pie octopus. And I guess that's just going to be it. We'll have to come up with something else. I'm trying to think of what else. What do you have with boba? My local boba shop has like rice balls and stuff. So I almost always have a rice ball with my boba. Yeah, well maybe we'll make one octopus to tend the boba and something else to tend the onigiri. Maybe multiple. I mean, maybe there should be multiple of these cutie pies. Maybe the boba octopus has boba in them. They are the cup. That raises a lot of questions about where boba comes from that I'm not prepared to answer. But that's not going to stop me from doing that. I feel like I want these to be like out. What is this Pokemon link? Yeah. Reuniclus. It is cute. This Pokemon link is cute, and it is exactly what we're talking about. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but it's cute. We'll just make a little boba colony. Ha! Yeah, it's nice. I feel like a lot of the shops in the boba shops I go to in New York also sell like fried chicken. And like those dessert waffles that are like bubbly, you know? The boba equivalent of waffles, you know what I mean? which is great because I can go in and get a sweet little dessert drink and get some nice food too. It's nice. Oh, also I tried after learning what soft bodies are and what soft bodies do. I cracked open the Venus de Milo, one of my favorite creations, and tried to get that booty jiggle on. Boy, can my computer not handle that jelly. Like, I cannot tell you the depths to which my computer cannot handle trying to shake that mama jamma. Absolutely not. Crasharoonie. Crashville. Was not. Well, Quanta, I discovered that there is a physics option. So Blender can render some physics elements because it's a 3D rendering software. And you can do animation and stuff in it. And so I discovered Soft Body, which you can see has kind of like a little jelly. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very small on my screen. It had the icon is like a little jellyfish almost. And this is the thing that you use to make like buoyant, bubbly, the wiggly. It's the way you animate the physics of stuff that would make the sound when you poke it. And I was like, oh, finally I can put some wiggle in that step. But my computer said, no, you really can't. I really can't let you do that. So I don't know what to do about that other than getting a better computer. Yeah, it's the boob physics button, and the fact that they call it soft body is a choice. That is what that is, though. But my computer wisely is forbidding me from doing it. My computer said, no, with great power comes great responsibility, and you are simply, I know what you're going to do with this, and I just can't let you have it. I can't let you have this power. Which I respect. That's the right choice. How do I make the shape of you cuter? Can I? Venus phobia. Whoops. Let's see. What can we... I think this is pretty cute, but can it get cuter is the thing. The answer might be no. What if it had like kitty ears or something? What if it had 3 kitty ears? What if it had prongs? Oh, Peter Shoes, thank you. Gosh, what a day. What an exciting day. Thank you so much, Peter, for all the gift subs. Peter Pog, yes. Shout out to Peter in the chat. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. Ooh, the people outside are excited too. They're setting off fireworks in their excitement. What if... Yeah, it's New York fireworks season. This is just what it is. What if this had a little mage hat? What if they were like a little wizard? Hell yeah, Peter. Peter, that's the best reason to leave anything, in my opinion. One of these days, I'm just going to walk out of work to go get boba. But thank you. Have a good boba. I hope you enjoy it. I think the wizard hat is going to be part. If it was holding the straw, that sounds really cute. The wizard hat is going to be part of its whole skin deal. I don't know a better way of saying that. You know, it's just going to be part of its whole skin deal. Flesh? Body? Oh, damn. Shit, that looks good. That looks cool. Okay, yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. We are not... are we at the butt plug part of the stream? Was that it? Did we miss it? Straw staff. I like straw staff. We're gonna do... Okay, this clearly we're gonna have multiple of these cute little boba creatures. In fact, maybe the boba to boba creature ratio is not in favor of the boba. Before the brim, okay. I mean, I guess you do have these sort of safety prongs that would keep it from going too deep. I guess we don't need to. I was thinking about making this shape, the head shape, more organic, but actually this is pretty good. A full D&D party of boba creatures. Okay, well, we've got the wizard. Let's make, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll make all the shapes first, and then we'll put more detail in them. You're just getting in the way, Boba. Get out of here. Okay. All right, so what our classic D&D party is, come on, Dino Topo me. Come on, dog. Dino Topo me. Okay. Classic D&D party, mage, warrior, rogue, right? Mage, healer, sword guy, archer, thief. I feel like archer, thief. No, maybe I'm thinking of ranger, thief. Ranger, archer, thief, and bard. This is a big D&D party. The classic D&D party is 5 bards. I like dolphin rogue. I feel like maybe they should all be... Okay, warrior, rogue, mage, cleric. I guess in my mind, the mage and the cleric are like the one. Like the one, that's just them. That's them. That's just it. Ace with a mace. Okay. This one already got so lumpy, which is great. Fighter, caster, rogue. See, that is my instinct, Curse of Men, is like, that's the group, right? So let me think. What kind of, I guess a fighter would have like a sword or like an axe maybe. Hunter, warlock, titan. This one, we're gonna give this one more. How many legs did I give this other one? I really just went at random. 6? Okay, that's a number. That's a fair number of legs. This one is gonna be our warrior. And as such, oh my god. I'm only gonna give it 5 legs. This warrior has seen battle. This warrior has done some shit that they are not ready to talk about. Please respect their space. Tooth. Yeah, this one's very tooth-like. It's gonna remain very tooth-like. Because what is eating if not the fighting of the mouth? You know? Thank you, Nice Snail. Yeah, one of the classes was just elf. Probably more ideal. I mean, I like the idea of being like, elf is what I am and who I am. That's just my whole deal. Some pointy ears on this boy. I was planning for this to be the fighter, but I do like the idea of it's a fighter elf. There's really nothing that can stop that. Let me see. I guess the best way of doing a lost limb would be to make the limb and then cut it. Don't worry, Just Worm. I'll clean out the duplicate later. Or I won't, and that will just have a higher statistical probability of appearing when somebody calls for quotes. Oh, is number 5 still doubled? I have not gone through. Oh, yeah. It certainly is. Wow, there's a lot of quotes. Oh, quote number 251 is, I'm going to figure out how to jiggle this creature. And that's honestly tragic. The hubris of that statement. I thought I could just jiggle something. And God and technology said no. Let's do this. There we go. A tragic story. Okay. Gotta get that 3080. Oh, God. I wish. I would love to get a 3080 and just spin it on Jiggle. I would love to get all that power and just jiggle it. Just jiggle it. Okay. This is good. We're gonna get the 3 basic shapes down, and we're gonna do details because these things are gonna need eyes. They're going to need mouths. They're going to need backstories and traits. We're going to have to roll dice in order to get their stats all figured out. We're going to stay here until these are fully formed characters. Jiggly teeth. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that. I'm picturing it now. That feels like it's going to be the thing. Y'all ever have those nightmares where your teeth are loose and you're like, but I am an adult and my teeth should not be doing this yet? That feels like that could supplant that nightmare. I have all my teeth. They're all stuck in real firm, but they all do jiggle. They all do jiggle. All right, it's going to be a little bit smaller, I think. It's also a little bit lumpy. I'm going to fix the lumpiness. Pac-Man vibes. I'm into that, actually. Pac-Man has great design. I am honored by the comparison. Wow, this circle got so uncircular so quickly. And I know I know I bear some responsibility for that, but this feels like it got really out of control. Sometimes when I draw things out, they look like boobs or butts, and I try really hard to get them smoothed out before it becomes the topic of my brain. Before I think to myself, well, I just made boobs, huh? That's something. Okay. You know, Slugpunk, more follow-up questions. The first of them being, you tried to buy teeth online. Did you do it? That might actually be my only question. Sometimes you make a boob and that's just how life is. That's so true, Nice Nail. That's so wise. Thank you, Umebishi. I appreciate that. Thank you. I do aim for power, so I'm glad that's coming through. Coughing Cake, what happened to your grandfather's jar of teeth? I can't believe we're on teeth again. None of these creatures have or are teeths. Tooths. And yeah, here we are. Okay, this is gonna be the rogue, I guess. I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller. Our monthly teeth discussion, yeah. What if I had a newsletter that was just devoted to teeth and teeth-related stories? Here's your monthly teeth update. Here's what teeth in the news. Here's what we've got. Oh, yeah. If you need to get your wisdom teeth out, then you need to get your wisdom teeth out. That's my understanding of wisdom teeth. The Tooth Monthly Scientific Journal. I mean, like, why not? You know? Like, why not? The world's burning. Why not? Put some teeth on a koala plushie. That's great. Sometimes I see those stuffed animals that have teeth, like human teeth, and I think, not for me, but I'm glad somebody's doing it. I'm glad somebody has the courage to do this. I'm not going to be purchasing them, but God bless. Oh, yeah, teeth on a Furby. Yeah, why not? Why not? Teeth journal is a thing already? Good. They need it more than we do, probably. I should really make an appointment with my dentist, huh? Thinking about that now. It's probably been time. I do wonder, I bet somebody I hope has made a Furby variant that just has all the Furbs, all the Furb accoutrement, like a long, toothy Furby. I don't know what other Furby stuff can be done. I don't know what other modifications a Furby can withstand. Oh no, Mitt Palmer. Oh no. I mean, that tooth is probably not still inside you. For some reason that makes me think of when I was growing up, my parents would always tell me that if I swallowed watermelon seeds or any fruit seeds, they would grow in my stomach, and then that is what my life would be. I would be a watermelon incubator in my belly. A watermelon would grow in my belly. I don't know the full extent of what they thought I would think was happening, but I can't help but think about I can't help but think of teeth as people seeds, and that I'm realizing is the actual weird part about what I'm thinking here. Is that it really just feels like, doesn't that, like, if humans were gonna have a seed, if there were gonna be a part of a human that were a seed, and I know there are parts of the human body what are called seeds and eggs and whatnot, and hypothetically, that would be more akin to it. But if there was a part, if an alien came down to Earth and was trying to figure out what part of our body were the seeds, I think teeth would be it. I think teeth would be it. I have seen long Furbies transitionalities. In fact, one of my coworkers and friends, Patrana, who, if you haven't read any of her work, is all good, and you should definitely check her out. But Patrana is a connoisseur, a known lover of Furby variants. I'm thinking of Plonk Fruit. Knife Snail, you might be right. I've seen many a Furby variant. In fact, for a very long time, we had a long Furby command in the Polygon Slack. In order to push any bad news off the screen, you would summon long Furby, and it would just boop, pop it right up. John Incognati, you have surfaced a thought. I understand why I think this. It's because you sow dragon teeth, right? Isn't there there's a saying in ancient Greece. What is it? Sowing dragon teeth? That's a phrase, right? To sow dragon's teeth. You plant dragon's teeth and you get trouble. That's why I think this. Oh my God. That all just came together. That's wild. In Greek myths, dragon teeth feature prominently in the quest for the golden fleece. Their teeth, once planted, grow into fully armored warriors. Ooh, okay. Mystery solved. Okay. Great, here's my little rogue. My little rogue orb. Oh boy, all right. Boulders are old gods' teeth. That slaps. That's some good. I like when parts of nature are actually parts of God. It's one of my favorite myth things. Okay. Phew-wee. All right. Well, we've got 3 perfect little cuties. Got wizard. Evolution of growth timeline for wizard squid. Yeah, I can see that. We've got rogue. Let's accessorize. And I think that'll help visually distinguish. I mean, wizard, perfect. Wizard hat, no comments. Skin Furby? All right, well, I'm making a note to Google that. Making a note to open my VPN. Opening an incognito browser and then Googling Skin Furby. I guess we should give Boba a sword. What do you think about the best way of doing a sword? Is somebody looking at Skin Furby right now and can tell me if it's just exactly what it sounds like? I guess what is the skin though? Is people skin? I mean, probably not. Because leather Furby also sounds very terrifying. Silicone skin for Furby. That's so much. That's so much to think about. Flesh bee. Oh boy. Get in there. All right. Let's draw a sword. What do swords look like? Maybe I'll give him a cool saber. Yeah. Wait, how tentacles hold sword? I'm overthinking this. I just hit the point where I realized I was overthinking about it. What am I doing? I'm doing this all wrong. Let me get, we'll start with the point. Maybe we'll make like a scimitar. Scimitar. Scimitar? A skinmitar. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Captain Oblivion. This is... I'm gonna fix this, but this is a pretty whack sword, huh? This is not how swords do. Links in chat are fine. As long as people know, as long as you are linking what you say you are linking, and it's up to everybody's else's responsibility to click on or not click on Skin Furby as fits their emotional state and moral standing. All right, and now to make this a sword. All right. Do that. You're not gonna let me do any of these? Oh, okay, that's fine. Are there nipples? Does Skin Furby have nipples? Are there nipples? Are there nipples on Skin Furby? Oh, Furby is a mammal. Well, you make a great point. You can't argue with science, I guess. The choice is nipples or cloaca. I mean, you're right. You're right, and you did have to say it. Thank you for your service. Wait, does anybody remember that thing about eyes and what kind of eyes a creature has, telling us whether it's prey or predators? Because which is Furby? Furby prey, Furby predator? I'm definitely hoping for one more than the other on this question. Marissa, I will 100% recommend if you Google... It's just called the donut tutorial. That's how I first got into doing Blender stuff. It'll teach you like all the basics that you will need to know to do anything. And so I definitely recommend that. I don't think I have a link in my profile, but maybe I should. But if you go on YouTube and Google donut tutorial, it's like a multi-step one. There have been many imitators because it's a very popular tutorial. But it's the one that has like multiple steps, multiple videos. It's a little bit long, but it really does cover like anything you would have to know. What are you? How did you get extra stuff? But it's good. You'll make a nice nail. That actually sounds also great. But it's very good. I highly recommend it. Oh, you're right. That horror game based on Furbies. I totally forgot that that exists. I think Polygon made a video with Allegra, former Polygon mastermind, all around amazing human Allegra Frank. I think she made a video. Tattletale. Yes, Kitty's ghost. That's it exactly. I'm glad you remembered that. I miss Allegra. She's the coolest. All right. That's a sword. Does this sword need to be more sword? I feel like it's probably sword enough. Frank advice. Spectacular. It's a pretty swordy sword, yeah. Whoop. My standard for this show is pretty much, can you look at it and be like, that's a sword? Can you look at a thing and be like, yeah, that is what it's supposed to be? It's not a good one of that, but it is what that is supposed to be. I feel like we're there. I should have gamified the fireworks in some way. I should have made it like, take a drink every time a firework goes off. But I didn't, and that's probably for the best. Doesn't seem safe? Drinking and fireworks? What about that doesn't seem safe? What is happening up here? What has happened with your topography? Something weird has happened, and I don't know what, and it won't tell me. First you won't let me jiggle, and now you won't let me bevel. What are we to each other, Blender? Now you're doing weird stuff over here? I don't know what that's about. Oh. What's this? Can I just... Things are getting out of hand. It's fine. It can be low poly. I don't know what's happening there. It can just be low poly. This is fine. It's perfect.